Film Cafe. I'm your host, Jonathan Moody, and I'm here with my pet monster. And we are going to review Beach Bays from Beyond. Well, I'm going to review. He's going to just sit and listen, I think. I felt like he was the perfect person to be right next to me while I do this for this silly movie. Campy, fun little movie for Quick Review Thursday. Yep, another Quick Review Thursday. So, to begin with, I want to talk about Beach Bays from Beyond, especially since, sadly, Nikki Fritz, who just passed away, it became a little bit of a news, so I felt like, I haven't seen this movie in forever. That's how she kind of got her start. Let's, rewatch and review this film. So I've decided to do that, and I absolutely adored this film. What you guys may know is that Beach Bays from Beyond is directed by David Dakota, who directed many, many great classic movies like Sorority Bays from the Slime Bowl Ballama, Creepazoids, a lot of them that starred Linnea Quigley, and this was no exception. This is a 1993 film that felt definitely straight from the 80s. I guess in the early 90s they were still kind of still in the 80s a little bit, so it felt like an 80s movie to me, for sure. But basically the plot, and I'm going to read this plot synopsis right here. It says, 3 insanely gorgeous extraterrestrials land in California to have some fun. Along the way, they flaunt their bikini bods to help a friend in need. So it stars like Joe Estevez, Don Swayze, Jackie Stallone, and Joey Travolta, and Burt Ward. And those are like the big names in the film. And by names, I mean they're just, obviously they're relatives of, mainly brother and sisters of, famous celebrities like John Travolta or Patrick Swayze, Martin Sheen, and Jackie Stallone is obviously, I believe, the sister, or was it the mother? One of those two, family member of, Sly Stallone. I think it's sister. I want to say sister. But anyway, so to go into the story, basically these 3 gorgeous bimbos from outer space come down and they crash land in California, as any alien probably would, and they crash land basically on the beach. And then so they meet these 3 guys, and these 3 guys kind of help them get situated here. And then they find out that this guy's gonna lose the place that he has unless he does like this big competition and goes against his ex-girlfriend. So it's Joe Estevez going up against Linnea Quigley, and it's just silly. It is the silliest freaking movie I've ever seen. Especially the ending, which I won't give any details what the ending was, but the ending was freaking silly as fuck. Fun. I mean, if you take this movie seriously, there's something wrong with you, because this movie is not meant to be taken seriously. They know what they're doing. David Dakota is a wonderful director. I'm just a big fan of his, period. So me doing this was just like an honor, like wanting to watch this again. And so basically, in the whole idea of the film is just trying to figure out where to go. It's only an hour and 15 minutes. So there's really not a lot of time to you kind of don't build characters. I mean, there's just character after character that you kind of get to know, and then things seem to work out. And what I liked about the ending was it ended on a very happy note for everybody. So even the bad people kind of win in a way or whatever. Even though they lose, they win, and things like that. And I like that. You don't really see that kind of positivity in B movies at all. And I felt like this movie brought that into it. So if you haven't seen it, it is available on Tubi. It is definitely a big recommendation for me. So I would suggest go check it out. I mean, unfortunately with Tubi, the only problem I have with Tubi is you have to watch the commercials. But they only take maybe about a minute or something for all the commercials to get through and stuff. So it's not very long. It's definitely worth watching on Tubi or if it comes on like Amazon, or if you have the movie, I would suggest buying it on DVD on like Amazon, because it's definitely one of those things. If you're into cult B movies, this is definitely one of the big ones on it. It's inspired a lot of other zany, wacky movies, one of which Paul is going to be reviewing soon, so check that out. When he does, you'll see what it is, because there's actually a line in Beach Babes, I'm not going to say what it is, but there's a line that takes that title from the movie that he's going to be reviewing, and I guess that movie that he's reviewing took it from this movie. I don't, whatever. You'll see it when he does his review. But yeah, I figured this was the perfect movie. I've got a bunch of other movies I'm going to be reviewing for this, but I like give this like the most amount of stars and thumbs up you can give, because if you're just into like zany, wacky, silly, movies that probably have continuity issues, but I wasn't even paying attention to that because it was just so much fun. Check it out. It's got nudity, which I have my TNA monkey inside my van, but I decided not to bring him out just for this, because there is a lot of TNA in this movie. Not a lot of sex, but a lot of just boobs and butt and stuff, which is nice. It's just it if you're like into like 80s throwback kind of stuff, even though this is 90s, this is it. This would be a perfect thing for you to watch. So check out check this film out on Tubi, or if you have it to rewatch or something, do it, because I trust me, it's one of my favorites now. So thank you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Check back next Thursday, I think, for Paul's. So my pet monster is saying bye. See you guys later.